It's time. It's time for a trade recap. Today's trade, Euro USD, fantastic trade, and I'm very happy with it. On the daily time frame, now the daily time frame doesn't look too bullish from this perspective. Yeah, it looks a bit messy actually. We do have this daily fair value gap here, which price may want to draw into before trading lower. You could use that as a draw on liquidity, but when we go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can see how much more bullish price looks now. We've raided this short-term low down here, and we've created SMT with DXY, which is imperatively important. We have SMT on these lows and also on these lows right here. So there's basically two SMTs, and we've expanded higher above this short-term high, and we've closed above this sell side imbalance and overlapped it with a 4-hour buy side imbalance. So basically what I'm anticipating here is a 4-hour IRL to ERL, simple as that. And we do also have an SMT within the 4-hour imbalance. Down to the 15-minute time frame, we're moving through this quickly. Oh yeah, we can't really see the premium and discount. I'll have to go on the chart here actually. Let me get rid of all this. No, let me just get rid of this. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. So here's that 4-hour chart. I was aiming for these highs up here. On the 1-hour time frame, they'll be more clear. Now this is the dealing range. This swing low to this swing high is the dealing range. Now we failed to tap into a discount on Euro USD, but let's check if DXY tapped into a premium. Swing high, swing low. We can see DXY did tap into a premium, but Euro USD didn't. But that's fine because DXY did. That's all we need. That's all we need. Euro USD, bang. Now, because this was a 4-hour imbalance, I went down to the 15-minute time frame to see if I could get this trade. Now we have high time frame bullish order flow because the 4-hour time frame is bullish. We have a key level, which is the 4-hour imbalance. We have order pairing because the Asia low got raided right here, and we have SMT. We have SMT, so all we need now is a CSD to show that price is willing to trade higher. And we have a drawn liquidity as well, because these highs are over here. This is like an original consolidation. These two highs are relatively equal, and also this high right here, this high is just a couple pips short. Is that a couple pips? Damn, it's not even a pip short away from these highs right here. So the drawn liquidity is quite strong as well. That's the bias for today. It's bullish. That was my bias. Now, when I saw this during the New York session, I was like, damn, this is looking like a real nice trade. We've manipulated below midnight opening price. We've raided sell side liquidity. We've created SMT. And then I saw that we closed above this 15-minute sell side imbalance, creating an inversion fair value gap. And we can see price tap into that inversion fair value gap, just wick down into the consequent encroachment, and then expand higher, forming a new dealing range, which is great. So I marked out this new dealing range, which is right there. And I saw that price closed above this down close candle, this series of down close candles here, which formed an order block. So I was basically anticipating price to trade down into this order block and potentially this FVG as well. I saw this fair value gap and I thought price could potentially reach down there because it is in a discount. And then we could trade higher to the relative equal high buy side liquidity that we identified earlier. So yeah, that was the trade idea. I accidentally spat on my screen. That was the trade idea right there. This is the trade idea right here. We wicked down into that 15-minute fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, which is the low risk buy entry. We've expanded higher above this short-term high, forming a new dealing range. Now a retracement into this fair value gap on order block would be the first stage of distribution entry here. This is the smart money reversal down here. This is the low risk buy. This is the first stage of distribution, and it's below midnight opening price. Now because it's a Monday, I decided to risk 0.25%. I was going to risk 0.5%, but I thought it's a Monday. Would I rather lose 0.5% or 0.25%? And I just thought, let me reduce the risk on this trade. So I did 0.25%. I market bought just below this order block and just above that fair value gap, anticipating price to trade higher. And we can see price did trade higher as I anticipated. Very nice delivery right here. And we do also have SMT inside that 15-minute fair value gap with DXY again. So another SMT right there. And I also trailed the stop loss below that short-term low with SMT that filled the fair value gap, because this low should now be an intermediate term low. So when I saw price close above this down close candle, that confirmed this as an order block. And I felt comfortable trailing my stop loss below that short-term low, because now we shouldn't trade back down there. We've filled in the imbalance, we've created SMT, and we've closed above the down close candle that pushed it in there. This is now an intermediate term low. So I trailed the stop loss there. We closed above this down close candle, retraced back into it, using it as an order block to trade higher to the relatively equal high buy side liquidity. I think this was like a 1 to 2, a 1 to 2.1 or something like that, which is very nice to take on a Monday. Very simple. This actually felt so simple. I didn't overcomplicate anything. I just had a nice higher time frame order flow. I identified the higher time frame order flow. I had an intermediate time frame key level, which is the 4-hour imbalance. We had the premium and discount. We have the SMT. We have the order pairing, and then we had the CSD, which is the 15-minute inversion fair value gap. Retraced into it, expanded, forming a new dealing range, retraced into discount of that dealing range, first stage of distribution, expansion, higher. Oh, and this order block right here is technically the silver bullet. So this is the low risk buy. Buy. We'll make it purple. This is the first stage of distribution. And this order block right here is the silver bullet. Damn, what am I doing? Second stage. Oh, stage. It's already there. That is it. Simple as that. Simple as that. This is technically a propulsion block, if you want to be real specific. But I just marked it as an order block because it's fine. I'm not too fussy about that stuff. And that is it. That is great. Smart money reversal. That's it. We have a 4-hour imbalance, 4-hour internal to external, 15-minute market maker buy model. Now you could go down to the 5-minute as well. You could definitely go down to the 5-minute and it works the same. But yeah, that actually looks real nice on the 5-minute. Damn. That is the trade for today. 0.5% gain. We can see here so far for the week. 1 trade, 1 win, plus 0.53%, plus 2R. Very nice. Very good stuff. Good start to the week. Simple trade. And this is that was the trade right here for today. I'm very happy with that. And we'll see how it goes tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But that is it. That is it. Goodbye.